What's up, everybody? It's that time. We're back to the college football playoff. It's been a while, right? And the first round went exactly the way I said. So we went a perfect 4-0 round one. Let's see how we do in the quarterfinals. The first game we are picking is between Miami and Ohio State at the Cotton Bowl. So, if people remember, flashback to history lessons, 2003, remember it was Miami and Ohio State in the national title game, where it went into double overtime and Ohio State won the game. We know how that happened. Miami coming off the upset win over Texas A&M, where they ran the ball pretty good and played very good defense. Ohio State coming off a loss to Indiana in the Big Ten championship and having the first round bye still. They're fully rested. They could be a little rusty, you might say, but you never know. So in this game, I think if you look at it, I think the only way Miami could win this game is if they play pretty flawless, pretty perfect. Their defense has to play as good as they did against Texas A&M, but their offense might have to do a little more than what they did in the game against Texas A&M. Um, but with that being said, I'm going to go with Ohio State to win this game. Give me Ohio State to win. Then you got Oregon taking on Texas Tech. Oregon got done beating James Madison in the first round. Who really cares whether or not James Madison deserved to be in the playoff or not? Whatever. They were in and it happened. And Oregon was winning at half pretty easy. It was like 35-3 or something at half. Something crazy like that. And yes, James Madison made a comeback a little bit, had 34 or 35 points, 34 points. In the end, had over 500 yards, but Oregon still pretty much won. And now, a lot of people may say that Oregon took out most of the starters, which they probably did, but who knows? It doesn't matter. They've won that game easy. And now they're taking on a Texas Tech team that has been very good this season. They have the number 3 scoring defense. I think the number 3 scoring offense, I believe. I could be wrong there, but they've been a surprise. They've been very good. And, they're playing a good Oregon team. Oregon apparently is 2.5 point favorites. This is at the Orange Bowl. This is on New Year's Day, the first game on New Year's Day. And for this game, it's going to be a good game. But give me Texas Tech to win in the end. I think their defense will be able to contain Oregon a little bit. It's going to be a good game. High scoring probably. You can expect a high scoring shootout. And I think that would favor Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech. Then you got the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, where it's the first time matchup in history between Alabama and Indiana. Now, a few weeks ago, Indiana, I saw some of the fans were having a sign and chanting, "We want Bama. We want Bama." Well, you got Bama right now. Indiana is coming off a perfect season so far. They're very good running the ball. Defense is good. Quarterback's very good. Alabama hasn't really been able to run the ball that well this season. They did run it a little better against Oklahoma, but still not that great. And, a lot of people are also saying, Alabama shouldn't have been in because 3 losses, whatever, like I mentioned. It's just like James Madison. They shouldn't have been in, or should they? Well, it doesn't matter if Alabama should have been or shouldn't have been, but they got in. They're taking on Indiana, a team that's good. Um, I could see a world where Indiana loses this game, but give me Indiana to actually win this game. I think the fact that Alabama can't really run the ball well, and Indiana can, I think that will be the difference. I think Alabama will have to run the ball good if they want to win this game, and I don't think they will. Give me Indiana to win that game. Then finally, you got a rematch of the SEC game. Again, like last week, you had Oklahoma and Alabama. This week, you have Georgia and Ole Miss. Now, Ole Miss coming off the win against Tulane without Lane Kiffin as the coach. Apparently, I heard Lane Kiffin might be there in the Sugar Bowl, which is kind of funny. But, it is what it is. Georgia and Ole Miss played earlier in the season. Like I mentioned, it's a rematch where Ole Miss lost a close one. They're playing good. Georgia's defense has been very good lately. And I think in the end, I think this game will be another good game. Most likely. But give me Georgia to win again. I think Georgia is the better of the two. Their defense has been playing a lot better lately. Very good, shutting teams down. And I think Georgia will advance. And there you have it. And just to recap my picks, just in case people might not have heard or forgot, I'm picking Ohio State, Texas Tech, Indiana, and Georgia. And there you have it, folks. Quarterfinals. Let's see how we do this week. And see you guys next time.